This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Are you ready to get more uber powerful than ever before? Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Front Mission 4. In the last episode, Daryl and the team were able to take out some of the Venezuelan state army inside the jungle before heading to the village. And they had a new man named Thamond, the professor, as it were, of war, helping them out. We gave him a big old Minotaur arm, and he was able to rocket a bazooka his way to victory. So now it's time for Elsa and the team to get back into the fray. Let's see how they do with the political fallout that's been going on with the UCS and the EC at the moment. I move that we demand reparations from an official apology from the UCS for its unprovoked malicious attack on our resource base in Poland. Failure to comply will result in direct military action against the UCS. Mr. Chairman, if I may speak, such a response on our part would be unjustified. After all, we still have not found any decisive proof linking the UCS with the attacks. We know that the attackers were using the UCS wanzers, and simulation results estimate that their entry route into the EC was from the Atlantic. That is proof enough. The UCS also has a motive. With our resource base destroyed, we have no choice but to reopen our trade routes with the UCS. We cannot justify an attack on the UCS without judgmental based solely on conjecture and circumstantial evidence. If they are not guilty, then why are they massing troops in the Atlantic? The UCS Atlantic Fleet has moved within attack range of Madeira, an island within EC borders. I don't know about you, Noland, but if that's not an armed threat, I don't know what is. We send more ships to the Atlantic. We must show them that they are not irritated with our fleet. That would worsen matters even more. Our first priority should be to talk with the UCS government to resolve this situation peacefully. We are no longer in the age where guns are the only means of negotiation. The UCS were first to use their guns on us, and they say they are unwilling to talk unless you put down our weapons first. How do you propose we negotiate with such people? That's right, we are the victims here. They are the ones who should call their troops back first. It seems the majority is in agreement. Let us decide on a response, gentlemen. Wait just a minute. I'm not finished yet. We do not have time to discuss this issue any further. The UCS Atlantic Fleet may attack at any minute. We must decide now. Wait. That is a vote. All in agreement with mobilizing our troops, raise your hand. The majority of this assembly agrees. EC fleets are to be sent to the Iberian Megafloat base in order to protect Madeira Island from any UCS incursions in our territory. This meeting is over. Good day, gentlemen. Fools, what have they done? May God help us all. Oh, that's not good. There's an incoming. Oh, there's an incoming call. Who is it from? Boss Minister Allison. I'll patch it in. Hello, everyone. I'm glad to see you're all safe. Hello, Miss Ellison. What can we do for you? Have you found anything? No, nothing concrete. I see. This is unfortunate. Or that is unfortunate. There's something wrong. The UCS Atlantic Fleet is approaching Madeira Island. The EC is responding by sending its fleet to the Iberian Megafloat base north of the island. That sounds like a final battle. I mean, with the amount of firepower those fleets have, talk about an explosive situation. Are we going to war? Neither the EC nor the UCS has denied that possibility. And if they go to war, it'll be World War IV at this point. Yeah, World War III has already happened, for those who aren't aware. And Germany has sent the Blair Naval to Megafloat base to support the EC fleet. That puts the EC fleet in danger. But we're the only ones who know that. That's correct. What is the UK's response to all this? Prime Minister Nolan has decided to send our own Special Forces unit, but they may arrive too late. We will go. We can reach the Megafloat base sooner than the British troops. But the ban on the Durando's activities has not yet been lifted. There will be the Special Forces unit that the UK is scheduled to send. Just give us the landing code for the base. But Ellison, to be honest, I don't think we'll be able to stop a war between the UCS and the EC. But if we can stop Wagner, we may be able to delay it. I understand, but Zed... Please, Ellison. Alright, I'll have the landing code sent to you. I'll also inform the Prime Minister. Thank you, Ellison. If you can thank me later, just come back alive. I promise you we will. Heh. Makes me think they were more than just friends, won't it? You won't regret having me on your team. With my radio backpack, I can call this transport to come help us at any time. First, let me tell you how I can salvage badly damaged wanzers by breaking the fourth wall. I don't know if I might change his accent a little bit, but it might be easier just to stick with that one. So, radio backpacks come equipped with a feature called salvage. Yeah, we finally get radio backpacks after all this time. I mean, we're not at the end of the game, but we're in kind of like that final stretch, and it's like, now you give us radio backpacks? Although the game does get a lot more dangerous at this point, so it's probably worth it. Feature allows a unit to bring destroyed friendly units back into the battlefield, so for those who've been having a lot of trouble, this is a way for you to save a unit, like maybe your weaker units or if you get unlucky. Salvage is set during pilot setup. First, you must set the unit's defense support action to backpack. It's in my backpack. Yeah, the defense support display will change to indicate the number of salvaging operations available. I think the most you can get, is 3? I could be wrong from like later on the backpack, but as of right now it's 2. You must use the set links command to link the unit with friendly units you want to bring back if destroyed. Once in the set links window, set the unit's defense links to the units with radio backpack. Yeah, you just go to... Yeah, it's taking forever to get to it, but yeah, you basically just send it as a defense link. You can see that supports unit's action is set to salvage. Once the link is set, Once this link is set, when the units receiving the salvage support is destroyed, the Durandal's transport will restore it back into the battlefield. How? Who knows? Magic, I guess. Yeah, it's a kind of a cool little feature in the game for those maybe having trouble or, poor planning or whatever occurs. We probably won't be really utilizing that because getting the destroyed mech, you still lose a little bit of money despite being able to come back. But for now, we'll leave it on back because there is another extra feature that comes with the radio backpack, not just salvaging. And that is all. See, you can do it without me in battle. Hey, mate, don't take all the credit. I'm the one who has to do all the work. I know, Rob. I know. You're a great teammate. Yeah, he is a good teammate. I mean, he puts us... And yeah, we can go to the Mega Float base. However, we're not going to be doing that today. Today is going to be talking and setup. And maybe a simulation if I can get to it. Let's talk to Zed. We have to convince the commander of the Mega Float base that the Blair Naval is a threat. It won't be easy, I suspect. Okay. Just making sure, giving a couple of talks just in case he doesn't repeat. Robert brought us some new Wanzer gear. You should go check the Wanzer shop and if there's anything and see if there's anything we to use. Oh yes, well, there will be a lot of stuff to use. Let me tell you, he is not. He is just underplaying it. Let's just say that. If we fail to stop the EC and the useless from going to war, it is going to be a heavy burden on our conscience. Well, and the economy, and well, usually sometimes the economy does well in a war type situation, depending on the country and who's taking part and everything like that. But it's gonna, world wars are nasty business, Yeah, I actually just seeing if he had another hidden line dialogue. I didn't believe so. I wonder what is Wazner planning to do on the Mega Float base? I don't know. I'm surprised he keeps surviving getting destroyed by us every time we fight him. Frankly, to tell you the truth. I could also call for an airstrike and supply drop or armor coating. I'll check up on how to use those too. Yeah, there's a simulation for those, and he forces us into a tutorial, but fine. Alright. This is Beck training. He's at our beck and call, Radio backpacks. Units support radio backpacks can call for air support. The number of calls that backpack can make can vary by the backpack. I think it's usually a couple. Yeah, one is airstrike. Target field represented by bombing area appears as a red squares on the battle map. You can rotate the targeting field by pressing the square button. Yeah, depending on how you want to do it. Move the target fields and select the area you want to bomb. Arrow markers indicate the targeted squares will appear on the unit's move end. Airstrikes occur at the end of the next player phase. So as soon as you end that turn, the airstrike hits right before the enemies go. All units within the target will receive damage. This includes friendly units, so plan ahead when calling airstrikes. So there you go. And then they're just going to end their turn. It'll show you in turn what happens when you finish the backpack. Although it's funny when you talk to Beck, he's the one who instigates the simulation. When you think it would have been like, oh, he'll tell us there's one available, to go check out. No, he just does it. Now, airstrikes are really powerful. They can do quite a bit of damage. The problem is you have to prep for him. It's almost like airstrikes are almost better used to, if you know it, basically if you've already done the battle, airstrikes are better because then when you redo it, you know exactly, well, maybe not exactly, you have a better idea of how enemy movements will work, so you can kind of plan ahead. But if you don't, then it can kind of be a crapshoot depending. Supply drop is used to request a crate of ammunition to be dropped in the battlefield. I probably won't use this one too much. Supply drop, maybe in some cases when rockets are concerned, but not rockets, I mean missiles, sorry. Supply drop from the air support menu. You must then select a drop point from the supply crate from the predetermined points in the battle map. Yeah, so you can't just drop it wherever you want. You have to set up where in each map, each map is indicated right after the. I don't know if all the simulations have already been set up with that, but I know every main mission after that is set up for an indicated area. Press square to move the cursor to the nearest drop point, so easy transport. Keep pressing square to cycle between all available drop points. Almost might be easier just to, well, I guess it depends. Once dropped, a supply crate is treated as a friendly unit. Enemy units are able to attack and destroy it. The crate has 0 hit points, and when HP is reduced to 0, it is destroyed along with all of its contents. You can move the cursor around the map during the drop point selection process. So check the area nearby drop points to see if an enemy units are nearby. When you select the drop point, a marker appears on the square indicating where the supply crate will land. Your radio's unit move also ends here. The supply crate is dropped at the end of the current player's phase. And then it'll drop. Come on. Here you go. Drop this bad boy. There you go. You know, for those of you who aren't utilizing backpacks and stuff like that. Although, like I said, really the only time you really use ammo is like with rockets, or missiles, because like regular weapons and ammo, you should almost never run out of that during a battle. This crate can be used to replenish ammo to friendly units. However, supply crates have a limited number of uses. Ammo and supply crates can reload all types of weapons. To reload a unit's ammo, move the unit to a square adjacent to the supply crate and end its move. The unit's weapons will be fully reloaded at the end of the current player's phase. This is another case. Basically, Beck's character is basically a support missiler, and it's all about planning ahead, which, I mean, it's a tactical RPG, so of course you should already be planning ahead, but, you know, that's basically what his character design is for. Armor coating adds a selected armor type to all units within the area. The additional armor types can be either piercing, impact, or fire resistance. So this is another case that isn't as necessary if you already know what you're going up against, but, you know, if you have some unexpected consequences, or you realize maybe, you know, even with the ones you know, you can switch it out, you know. Additional armor coating only lasts for 5 turns, but your units will benefit from having 2 armor types. Select armor coating and a targeting field appears as red squares on the battle map. Move the targeted field and select the area you want to cover. All markers indicate that the targeted squares will appear in the unit's move in. Units within the area receive armor coating support at the end of the current player phase. So it's better to set it up and then have everyone move to it if you can. Note the enemy units in the target area also receive armor coating. Yeah, it plays no favorites. Each area support command has an AP cost. These are displayed beside your unit's current AP when you highlight each command in the venue. So the AP cost for each command is also displayed in areas selecting drop points or targeted areas in the tutorial. That's pretty much it, yeah. So I still find repair backpacks to be the most useful, but yeah, radio backpacks can be pretty useful as well if you know what you're doing. So I will utilize it a little bit, but not as much as the game expects me to. Especially if you already know the right planning and everything with that. So, alright, you're not going to get me through another tutorial, you Beck. You will won't regret having me on your team. Okay, and then Robert. According to the landing code we received from the Lost Minister checks out okay. Problem is they're going to know we're the Durandal as soon as they see this transport. It's a pretty big gamble. I like gambling. Actually, I don't. Yeah. Alright, just double checking, see if there's any repeat stuff. Okay. Well, finally, let's get to it. We've got a lot of prep work to do for this, so... Alright, let's go to the Wanzers shop. And I need to sell some stuff, because we are going to need a lot of money. And we're probably not going to be able to buy everything the first time through anyway. So, and, Hermes was not was understating how important this is going to be. We actually have quite a bit to do and to build and prepare. And we have multiple ways we can do it depending on your concept of things. So, okay, I'm going to just sell these repairs, and I need the magic box because this is the item you get from Chang after the pier mission, and you get that from destroying the missilers before turn 15, by the way, if you're wondering what the result of that was. So we're going to sell the Gelbados rocket. I should have sold this earlier because I was never going to use it because I didn't want to build anyone for bazooka use at the time. Now, obviously, if you don't have the money, you could use this as a replacement for what we're going to be doing here soon. But I'm just going to go and buy it now. But we will keep the magic boss. Let's sell all these weapons. We're not using them, or the shields. I'm not anyway. Let's sell the legs, and let's show those Pegase legs. Yeah, we only used it for one area, and that was the only... I mean, it was the most useful for them, but... So it was a bit of money used on a one-time only scene, so... Oh, whoops, I meant to stay in shop mode. Okay, so if you don't have a lot of money, the only person I really suggest building up right now is Zeed. We're going to turn him from just the missiler to an assisted bazooka user. You know that like -8 AP and -4 AP you got like a long time ago, and you're like, well, what's the point of doing that? That's only purposes of counterattacking or shooting a regular weapon. It doesn't work with missiles. Well, as far as I'm aware of. But we're finally going to change that out now. So Zeed is going to get a major upgrade now here. So first to start off, I think I want to go ahead and actually, let me go and sell. We're going to sell his shoulder weapons. Actually, I think I have to remove them first. Let's get those off. Let's see. Remove those because I need the weight. And okay, so first body. So yeah, look at all these. There's going to be a whole lot of new units. Quint, Valiant, Avenir, Stork, Vajay, Zelt, Zaria 2, Grill 6, Zeter T, Nova Raid, and they've all got their own benefits and way you're supposed to build. Now, if you're probably building Zeed normally, you probably would put him in the Zeter or something like that. But I'm not going to do that. So we're going to put the Zeed in the Grill 6 one. He'll finally get some evasion, and the reason for that is he's actually going to start running into combat now to assist with his new build. He'll still use missiles, but the idea is he's got so much AP similar to Inez that he'll be able to do like missiles and then be able to assist with linking to shooting his new weapon. So let's put him in the Grill 6. A lot of people are going to be getting this weapon. So, okay, let's give him the, for his left arm, we want to give him the Grill 6 because it's got the best hit percentage out of all the weapons. So it'll give him, yeah, look at that percentage to hit now. It's going to improve it greatly because we're going to need that for his arm. Now the problem is these things are heavy. You could probably try to do this on all of your mechs, but the problem is you have to sacrifice something else. So we're gonna like kind of mishmash our dude a bit. So because for his right hand, since we're not gonna put anything on it, we're gonna put something that's a little better, but not too better. Like so that way we're not gonna stack our weight up a bit. And then we're gonna put his legs on the Stork brand one. So that way he still gets some evade, and it's a little bit of an upgrade, but the weight isn't too much. And he can still move his 7 movement, so because we still want to get him in the middle of combat. So we also want to buy him a backpack finally, but we're not going to buy him an iron backpack or anything like that. We're going to go and buy the turbo backpack because those are really, I mean, outside the repair backpacks, the turbo backpacks are probably the best backpacks in the game because you know they give us more weight allocation and stuff like that. So, and this one has a turbo power of 90, so it raises our weight hold by quite a bit. And it can hold a few items too, so we can, if we have enough money, we can put a couple of either bazooka or missile refills into his backpack, which we will here soon. Not immediately though, of course. And I think that's it. So, and then for the left arm, I want to put on his in his left hand, I want to give him the banished bazooka. Look at that damage. Oh yes. Let's go ahead and equip that. And then on his left shoulder, I can't, for whatever reason, I can't equip it in the item menu. So I'm going to go to wanzer setup and show you the and show us equipping that. Let's see. Yeah, left shoulder. we'll put the magic box. Yeah, look how it's not a crazy amount, but it does, you know, obviously excellent homing and a little bit better damage out of 4 missiles instead of the 3. So, but unfortunately there isn't as much ammo with it, but that's fine. And yeah, look at that weight. We are like right on the border of weight. So, okay. Now we've got that one. So yeah, if you can't do anything else at the moment, Zed is the best option to do now, and then we'll get to everyone later. But let's go ahead and sell everything we had before, because we're gonna need, like I said, we're gonna need a lot of this money. So let's sell the Piz 3s. And okay, so let's go ahead. Since Beck just joined us, I'm gonna go ahead and beef him up because he only needs a couple of things at this point. So we're just gonna change. So he starts with the Zelt body, just the Zelt build in general. Basically, not a lot of movement because he's carrying he's carrying some missiles and the backpack. So it's basically the whole. He needs enough weight to handle what he's carrying. So we're gonna leave his backpack and missile as is for now, but we are gonna change his body out a bit. So I want to give him the Zader T bit, and yeah, since he's gonna be basically Beck is gonna be our pure missiler and support guy. So kind of like what Zed was at one point, but Zed's going to be assisting in battle this time, while Beck will still be in the back kind of missiling people. That'll basically be his function. That's why we're giving him a low evasion, well, no evasion suit here. And I also want to give him some better legs so he can actually move a bit further. So instead of just the 3, we're going to give him a 5 instead. So an evasion part's not the matter. It's I want the move from the Nova Ray legs. So, and that's pretty much it for Beck. Mainly because his weight won't allow me to do anything else with him. So we'll sell those Zelt legs. Okay, next, let's go ahead and just go down the line. We'll go Elsa next. So Elsa, now Elsa has a couple of ways you can build Elsa for arms. You can either do arms and weapons as well. So she's got a couple of different ways you can build it. The way I'm doing it is I'm going for more pure accuracy than, because you know I hate missing, despite it'll still happen. But I want to keep my accuracy as high as it can. So we need to change out our body parts. So unfortunately, the Gust 500 has now outlived its usefulness. Yeah, we used this one for a long time, but now we actually need an actual machine gun and not just the arm thing, because we need more HP and everything like that. So, all right. So for Elsa here, we want to give her the Novarad body piece. Yeah, it does lose a little bit on the evasion, but you know it's a good enough set of power and weight and HP. So we'll give her that. For the left arm, now like I said, you have a couple of options for the arm. You can either do the Zarya or the grill. Now the grill does give you better hit percentage, but the way I'm going to build it is I'm going to give her the Zarya because the weapon I'm going to use is going to make up for that hit percentage loss from that arm. And but we are going to give her a grill 6 because we're going to give it on this arm because this is going to be our shotgun arm. And you know how terrible shotgun, even at point blank range is, how their accuracy is. This will help with shotgun range. So that's why I want to give her the grill 6 on her shotgun arm instead. And then on legs, we want to give her the Stork 5. I don't know if it's I think the Novarad is the best movement, but I prefer the Stork one a little bit better. Like better movement, but just a little bit better overall for what she needs. And then let's give her a upgraded turbo backpack as well. And then for weapons, we're gonna put we're gonna give her. Now you could either do. This is the 2 choices on the machine guns I'm talking about. You could either give her the FV-24, which has moderately better attack, but as you can see there, even at close range, 80% is the best we're gonna do. But the 24S Gray Eye has, quite a bit less ammo, but it has a higher hit percentage at close range. I mean, look at the FVs at like 4 range. It's 58%. That is not good enough. I'd rather have the 79% at best and maybe better chances to hit. So we're going to go with the Gray Eyes on this one. But that's up to you if you want to do the FVs or not and just put grill arms on both of them. But like I said, you'd probably have to sacrifice movement and something else. So. And on the right hand, we're going to give her the best shotgun we can currently have, which is I believe the best one, is the circular shotgun here. You're going to notice a major difference in damage with this gun, that's for sure. Yeah, look at this, 16 by 12, so we can do quite a nice chunk of damage to all parts at this point. So I think that's all I need to do with her. So, and after, yeah, look, our weight is so close. So it's like working on these like little bits, you know. All right, let's sell everything we just did. Because, like I said, I need all the money I can get. So on this, so we'll keep the remove alls. We'll actually need some of those in the future here. So, all right, Zed's been built. So let's go with Hermes next. Okay, Hermes, we want to put you. Oh, and here's all the sets you can buy, the melee builds and sniper builds and everything like that. So. Anyway, so for Hermes, you know, like him, we don't need him to have a ton of evasion. He's basically all about kind of more durability with, like, slight amounts of evasion. So for him, I want to give him the Grill 6 armor, you know, just like a little bit better, you know, weight and power and stuff like that. For the left arm, we want to give you Azaria as well. We're doing something similar to Elsa there. And then we want to give you right arm. We want to give you something that's a little bit more HP, not too much weight though, because we're not going to be using it as an attack weapon. Yeah, we're not double wielding with Hermes. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but okay, we're going to give him the Novarad legs, and then and then we want to give him an upgraded backpack. There's a couple of different repair backpacks you can do here. You can either do the Nocturne, which what the difference on that is the AP cost is a little bit less, but it doesn't heal as much. Well, I mean, that's subjective, but it's about 100 per. Actually, on Restore, it's quite a bit, actually. I was looking at the straight repair, but on Restore, it's actually 300 for the higher grade backpack. But the lower end backpack has the ability to restore backpack functionality, because there are some EMP backpacks that can do that, but I almost never see the enemy use that, so we'll just get the one that has the better healing overall, the RP2E. So, and then for weapons, we're going to give you the Gray Eye on his left hand, just like similar to Elsa. Okay, now look at that weight, just like right there on the cusp. So, all right, sell again. I wish there was like a more effective way to do all this, but that's just how I'm doing it. So. Okay, let's see. Latona will be next. Latona, we're going to go with the Novarad body with you as well. And then we're going to give you Zarya arms on both arms. So, like I said, you could give her the Grill 6s, but I'm just going to go with the Zarya 2s on both of those. And legs, we're going to give her the Vaji legs on this one. A case of just a little bit better HP, a little bit of weight, and the movement, and it keeps her evasion where she's at. So, and then we want to change her weapons out. We're going to change her weapons to the press needles. So they're just basically stronger versions of the pike shields from before. So let's put one of those on each arm. And we're almost out of dough. I think that's. Oh yeah, I need to give her a backpack, but I might not have the money. We'll see what I get from selling all this stuff. And let's sell the hard rods. Let's see. Okay, we do have enough of a backpack, which means Bosch will be a little underprepared for the next area. Yeah, we kept her off on a backpack for quite a while, but now, well, this will help with her power output, so for damage purposes. So and to also increase like weight, power and weight and stuff like that for the purposes of her heavy strike and stuff like that. So, okay, and then Bosch. Well, I'll show you what I'm going to buy, and then if I don't have enough, I'll show you what I will buy later eventually. For Bosch, since he's more of an assisted shooter than a straight-up shooter, we're gonna give him the Stork Mark 5 body type for this. So a little bit of HP, reduce the weight a little bit, but just enough extra power. And then, let's see. And what we want to do is we're going to give him Zeri arms on both and put gray eyes on both as well. And we also want to give him the Vauldemare legs and a power backpack. But unfortunately, I do not have the money for all that. So let's save that for later. So let me see. I'm just going to see if I can at least afford maybe one arm for Bosch. Let me see what that would cost. It's $450, and a weapon is... oh yeah, I can't check on it. Let me switch to back just to $760. So I don't think I'll have enough unless I can find like a little bit of random money somewhere. Because what was the arm again? 540 and 540. So that's like 11. That's like 1,200. So no. No, that's 1,300. Maybe my math is off. So yeah, I don't have enough to. I'd rather leave his weapon on for now. What about the leg? Can I at least swap out his legs by this point? Because I need to give him the Vauldemare legs. Yeah, I could give him the legs at least. And the only thing I'd have to do afterwards is give him a backpack, which is 1,400. And then, so 1,400, like 3,500. So I need like almost 5,000 more credits or something like that to beef him up to final, but we'll do it as right now. So yeah, I'll just have to remind myself to buy his that later. So okay, so yeah, we'll just have to. I knew it wasn't going to have enough, but it was going to be pretty close. Now we're going to do pilot step. I'm not even know if I'm going to be able to do battle. We'll see how much time I've got left. I might do some simulation, like just to show you the rest of the trainings I haven't done, because the whole prep's going to take the whole episode. So sorry for those who want more plot for this episode. So now normally what I do if I had enough money, I'd have Elsa buy something at the computer shop. I'll show you what it is and I'll just buy it off screen. I don't need it immediately, but this is my planning, and I'll show it next time I play too, when we get some extra dough after I upgrade, because I want to upgrade Bosch first before I do this. I want to buy Elsa at one point, skill slots 1 when we get a little extra cash, which is what I would have done in this chapter if I decide to buy skills first. Well, I want to be above our wanzers before we do all that. So all right, Elsa. So we would buy all those +1 skill slots, but we're not going to do that now. So, but with the extra AP until we get the money for that, we're going to buy Terror Shot 2, Panic Shot 2, and Max AP 2, and we're going to finally buy Evasion after all this time in the game. Yes, folks, we're finally going to utilize it, but the thing is, it's important early on, but the thing is, at that point in the game, it's almost a bit overkill or not necessary, really, in terms of the difficulty until this part of the game. And now we're finally at a part where I need to actually be kind of more aware of what I'm doing. But unfortunately, since I didn't buy no skill slots, I can't really equip the new stuffs. But my plan was to equip the Terror Shot 2 and the Panic Shot 2 into my repertoire. But we're going to save that for when we actually get the money for that. So. Okay, for anyway, Zed, we want to buy AP cost level 4, -4. He's already got -8 already equipped in them, which is going to help. We want resist attack down, because we're going to finally be having backpacks that are actually going to be doing that quite regularly, and it's going to be kind of annoying. So we need to be available to, because earlier it sucked, but there was ways around it, either items or it didn't happen regularly. Here, we're going to counter it more often to the point where I want to be able to, prevent at least some of my characters from doing that, mainly Zed in this case. And we want to buy fixed damage 100. So let's go ahead and equip those. Okay, and then Hermes, we're gonna finally buy you the final rank after all this time. Rank up. Okay, so Hermes, we want to buy that. We want to buy skill slots +4, and we want to buy chain +2. That's the one where you can increase your probability of linked stuff in combat. I think that'll be it for now. We'll put the chain plus. Eventually we will be buying more stuff from like chain +1 and stuff like that, but for now, because we want to have them actually start activating more abilities and stuff like that. We're not going to do anything with Beck, mainly because he doesn't have any EP. And, okay, Latona, we're going to buy we're going to finally improve her evasion. So buy all the evasions that she has available. So that'll raise her evasion to 27. So now she'll be evading regularly, hopefully. Okay, we'll buy a couple skill slots +1, and then we'll buy Feint 1 to have her equipped. So let's equip Feint +1, and finally Bosch. Bosch will buy you rank 5. Finally, rank up, and we'll buy LP +2. We're gonna need here in the future. We're gonna need a lot of LP to like do what I want to do with our guys. So I can't do it all right now, but I kind of want to show you generally what my thought process is on this and how I'm going to set it up, because I mean I'll show it again whenever it comes to it, but okay, so before we start messing with LP or link points and stuff like that, need to go to the wanzers setup. I think everyone's set to pierce still, but that's for when we do the simulation. We'll want everyone to be on piercing. Okay, just Beck is the only one that needs to be changed. Oh yeah, I need to change his look. What are you? I'm trying to remember all the different designs I've used. Have I made anyone that was yellow yet? I don't think I have. Oh, that's drab yellow though. Just trying to look and see. I guess because it would stand out too much, it's like, don't make them yellow. Yeah, let's give them... no one else has desert, right? Canyon, jungle, swamp, desert, urban. Okay. Just to change it up a bit. Okay, we'll give them desert. Gray, maybe? I mean, it doesn't look good. I'm just trying to make something completely different, you know, from what I usually do. Yeah, let's give him something like that, sure. What do we want to name him anyway? Maybe we should call him Call. So for Beck and Call, you know? No? Okay, well, I'm going to call him Call. I'll change it later, but... okay. So, and, okay, okay, we're done with that. So now I need to go over link points, or what I'm eventually going to do at some point. So because Zed is now a bazooka user, a lot of my link points are now going to be me including Zed in assistant, because he's going to be more of a guy that will never... his design is he needs to use missiles and then bazookas and then a few times maybe attack, but he's all about like assisting a person with an attack more than straight up using his turn to hit. He's more about like placing and stuff like that. But so Latona, with Elsa, we're eventually going to have Latona, Hermes, and Zed be assisting, and then when we get the LP, we're going to have Bosch on defense when it comes to Elsa. For Zed, when we get the LP with him, which we'll have to... LP with Zed is not obvious. Is not at. He doesn't get like link points because of the way his build is. We're gonna eventually have to buy it, unfortunately. But when we do, we're gonna link him up with Bosch, Hermes, and Latona, and then a defense with Beck and Elsa for the purposes of EP and EP growth and stuff like that. Hermes will be Latona, Elsa, and Bosch. Which we basically already have set up with him, so we really don't have to do much with him. Because he doesn't get a lot of VP either because of his... which is weird, you think he would, but I guess maybe the idea is he's not supposed to be attacking too much, but everyone else is. He's supposed to be in everyone's offensive group. Latona is supposed to have attacks with Hermes, Elsa, and Zed, and then defenses with Hermes and Zed, which I can actually do that one right now, so because Hermes is good, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's get Hermes, and then Elsa, and then Zed with his bazooka, and then defense ones. We want Hermes and Zed, and then Bosch. Let's see what you need. Let's see. He's only got the 2 points right now, so let's do Latona, and we'll do Zed, but we want to eventually do Hermes, and then we want to get a defense one with Zed and Elsa at some point. Let's see, should I set that up? I think I've got that. Let's unlink that, go ahead and do that, and then actually we can't do this right now because I'm looking at my notes how I set everyone up. So yeah, for defense links we'll do those, make Bosch defense 2. So really the only thing I need is I need some links with Bosch whenever we get some link points with him, and then Zed, and obviously Beck will probably not have any link points from what I remember in my notes. So okay, and we're gonna leave our support stats as is. So let me look at my time right now. Probably could call it an episode right here. So let me look at the tutorial and see if there's what our new thing is. So yeah, we already got air support. We did that. Grenades and rockets. We did that. Well, actually, I haven't actually shown it, but we know the gist of how that works. So we already know links work. Status damage, we're aware of that. Actually, I never did show time and weather, so let's actually show that one off, because all the others I already showed facing and evasion. So let me show that one off, and then we'll call it an episode. So yeah, sorry there's not any actual combat, but I want to get this out of the way now, so I don't have to do it all, over the course of the rest of the fight. So okay, anyway. So yeah, we're finally going to learn about terrain and weather. Weather's really the big one. I keep forgetting how much certain things affect others. So environmental factors such as time and weather may change during the course of the mission. Yeah, we've seen that a few times. Night to day, stops raining, stuff like that. Time progresses, stages where time may change from evening to night, then night to dawn. The presence of or absence of light affects the accuracy of firearms, which we've figured that out. You'll find that your accuracy is enhanced during daylight hours and hampered at night. Yep. Long-range firearms, like rifles, are the most affected by this change in environment. Yeah, makes sense. The time of this battle map will change the night to 1 turn. Compare the differences in accuracy between the 2 turns. So we see 90%. So let's end. And then nighttime, yeah, you lose a little bit of accuracy, so amongst other things, of course. Changing the weather. During blizzards, the maximum range of all weapons except for missiles becomes dramatically shorter. I don't even think I really noticed this during the blizzard. Wait, did we? Yeah, we had some snow, but I never really noticed it. The range of shotguns and machine guns are shortened by 1 square, rifles and bazookas 2, grenade and rocket launchers by 1. The blizzard will hit the map in 1 turn. Check the difference between weapon ranges. So yeah, I can hit him there, but then as soon as I end the turn. Uh-oh, blizzard. Yep, we lose 2. Oh yeah, we did have that during when we were chasing after the Blair Naval in Germany. But yeah, for some reason I didn't really notice the difference because we didn't have rifles during that, and I was moving everyone up close anyway. I didn't even really notice the difference. So, but yeah, you had to move up a bit to do that. Oh, sorry. But the sonar range for sensor backpacks becomes shorter, so for purposes of missiles. But it never came up enough anyway. So. Yeah, I was going to end it anyway, so. Yeah, but we're going to end the tutorial. But yeah, all the others are pretty straightforward that I don't really know to go through a thing with. I just need to remind myself on the tutorial simulation for weather. Oops. Just going to check something really quick. Oh yeah, this is just salvage anti-lock and all that, and radio backpacks and everything like that. So I was just seeing where, and we call for various supports. Rock launchers, recons. Yep. Okay. So that's it for prep time and for the crew. So now at this point we're ready to go. The only one who's missing some stuff is Bosch and some skill slots. But will we be able to put this? Will the simulation we put this to prove our new mastery of mech building, or will we be put to the salvage yard? Find out next time in the next episode of Front Mission 4. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.